How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, I'm doing something a little bit different. I am doing a first impressions video for Modern Warfare 3. So, to get things started, I played this beta until I strained my thumb. No joke, I'm probably not going to be able to play it till Modern Warfare 3 comes out. It's doing a little bit better by now, but I'm going to be smart about it so I can actually play that game. So I might not have much content until Modern Warfare 3 comes out, unfortunately. But at least that tells you that is how much I enjoyed Modern Warfare 3. Anyways, back on topic here. So the time to kill is great. You have a little bit more health. Feels like the game leans a little bit less towards people that just want to camp and not move. There's like a nice balance between if you're the type of player that doesn't want to move and that's how you play, hey, that's fine. You can do that. If you like to move and play aggressively, you can do that too. The balance between the two feels a lot better in this game than in Modern Warfare 2, straight up. The beta alone, I had more fun than I do with Modern Warfare 2. With the perk system and how they do vests and gear, which is basically all perks, it is a little complicated at first, but I think at the end of the day it's going to make sense, and it's not going to be this thing where, oh, you have this perk and this thing does this, but you can only get this like 2 minutes into the match, and then you'll get this other perk towards the end of the match or what have you. It's a more straightforward perk system. It does come off complicated, but whatever your setup is, you're going to have that at the start of the match, just like how it used to be. As far as the maps go, that's an interesting one. We have maps from Modern Warfare 2 2009. I'm not too sure how I feel about this one because none of the maps in the game right now are brand new maps. There are going to be a lot of players out there who have probably never played them before, so they'll be brand new to them. That's great. I do think that while some of the maps are going to be good, I do think some of them weren't so great either, but we'll see how it plays out. It's a totally different time. We have a higher time to kill. The movement's a little bit faster. It might pair a lot differently to this game as opposed to the game it originally came from. So we'll have to see how that goes. But one of the biggest things that does make or break maps and how they play is the spawn system. And the spawns in this game were pretty bad. And this is kind of worrisome because Call of Duty Vanguard, which was developed by Sledgehammer Games, that is the same developer behind Modern Warfare 3, they had issues with Vanguard for months with spawns, and by the time they fixed them, they were still not perfect. So maybe they didn't learn from the previous game, which isn't a good sign, and something tells me the spawns are probably going to be bad after launch as well. Maybe they weren't given enough time to develop this game, and that's why the spawns are performing the way they are. I'm not too sure what's going on there. I hope they do solve it, but I think that's kind of a bad sign. But let's just hope they fix it. Fingers crossed. On the topic of visuals, this will be an interesting one as well. It is a beta. I know the visuals are usually a little bit better when the game launches as opposed to what you see in the beta. But one of the biggest issues I noticed in this game was identifying players and being able to see them and tell that they're on your team or not on your team. This was a pretty funny one. There was a lot of teammates firing at other teammates, but it's an issue. Sounds like they're addressing it. We'll see how that one goes. As far as audio goes, I have not fired guns like this in real life, so I can't really judge this too much, but I've seen a lot of complaints about how some of these guns do not sound as authentic or as badass as they do in Modern Warfare 2. As far as my thoughts go on this one, there were some guns that did sound kind of crappy, like the MCW didn't sound as awesome as some of the guns do in Modern Warfare 2, but then the Rival 9 submachine gun, that one sounded pretty sick. But again, I have not fired guns like this in real life, but I do agree they could sound better. In regards to the servers or the netcode, I had some mixed results. Some games are kind of janky, some other games are pretty solid. I did notice that in recent years, whenever there's a beta, when they first launch the game, or when they first launch a new season, there tends to be more lag and more issues, and that just seems to be the norm, I guess. But there was definitely some instances in the beta where it just felt like I was getting deleted instantly, even though you have higher health. And some of that jankiness really does remind me of the last couple of seasons of Modern Warfare 2. Like the same weird stuff I was running into, it's like it carried over into the beta. I don't know if there was a server change, I don't know if it has to do with me being in Hawaii. Maybe it's both of those things, but I'm curious if you guys have noticed this too. Did the beta run funny, and did it also run funny like the last two seasons of Modern Warfare 2? Let me know. Now the next topic I'd like to get into, which I'll probably get into the most here because I haven't seen other players talk about this as much, that is the fact that this game is not launching with 10v10 or 12v12 or a Blitz playlist. In Call of Duty Vanguard, they had this thing called Blitz, and the idea was to turn every map into shipment. To have anything like that that increases the player count on the base maps, great idea, I'm all for it. As much as I do enjoy maps like Rust and Shipment, I don't want to play just those 1 or 2 maps over and over and over again. If you can up the action on all these other maps, especially these Modern Warfare 2 2009 maps, they're pretty huge, and I think those maps would be perfect for something like 10v10 or 12v12. I'm a huge addict when it comes to this like meat grinder experience. If you look at my videos, I just started this channel like less than a year ago. Most of my gameplays are in 10v10 or Shipment. That's it. I know it's kind of lame, but that's what I have fun with. That's what I have a blast with. And I've been playing Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2 2009 actually. And you go back 10 plus years ago, they had these options. It was called Ground War then, and it was 9 versus 9, and it was the same concept. You increase a player count on these maps and it makes them a little more action-packed and more fun, for me at least. And I've been playing this mode or any mode like it in pretty much every Call of Duty that's had it for years. So to not see this at launch, it's kind of a disappointment. But I do think alternatively what would be a great idea, assuming they're probably going to do a Rust 24/7 playlist, is to also do another 24/7 playlist that features, let's say, the map Terminal, and then you make that bad boy 10v10 or 12v12. And to take it one step further, which would essentially bring back the concept of Blitz without being too overly complicated for the developers, is to, let's say, rotate this playlist every week or so, and depending on the map, they increase the player count to something that fits that map specifically. So maybe on another week they do Wastelands, it's a large open map, and in this case they could do 12v12 or even 14 versus 14. So with this idea, they can essentially bring back Blitz, but in a way that's maybe not as complicated. I could be wrong on that idea, and if we do get 10v10 or 12v12 in the future, that's great too, but alternatively, this would be a nice way to give us some more action-packed gameplay options that are available sooner rather than later, and it's not just playing the same 1 or 2 maps over and over again. Yes, I am addicted to the meat grinder experience, and I'm gonna need that at launch. I don't want to wait for it. I really don't. So if you guys have Twitter or X, please reach out to Sledgehammer Games, tweet or X them or whatever the f they call it now, and just tell them, hey, we want 10v10, we want 12v12, or Blitz, or show them a clip of this video even. Like I said, I'm addicted to the meat grinder experience. You gotta have it at launch, please. Alright, with that being said, that is my first impressions of the game. For the most part, I love it. I had a great time. It was rough at times. Could have been better. Definitely. I think that's kind of the gist of Call of Duty, especially in the last few years. It could always be better, but there's still always a part of it that is really fun, and this one especially, I think they have leaned towards the right direction of that fun factor, and there's just a few more things they need to do to increase that said fun factor. Like giving me back 10v10, 12v12 or Blitz. Please, do it. Alright, I'm kidding around, you guys. Anyways, thank you all again for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. And you all let me know what your thoughts are in the comments about Modern Warfare 3. Did you guys enjoy it? Do you guys kind of agree with everything that I said? Do you disagree? Either way, just let me know, and enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Alright everybody, take it easy. Shoots.
Got it.